Everyone, Scott Greczkowski here for SatelliteGuys.us, and we're proud to have another Satellite Guys First Look. Today we're looking at the Winegard Pathway X2 portable satellite antenna. This little satellite antenna here, wait till you see it in operation. You just set it on the ground on any level surface, let it do its thing, and soon you're watching your dish network anywhere. All the high definition channels, all the standard definition channels, Western Arc, Eastern Arc, it don't matter. Plus, the Pathway X2 does 2 receivers at one time. So if you're out tailgating, you can watch in 2 different games. Your wife can be watching something in the truck. Who knows? That's the Pathway, and we're going to give you a demonstration how it works right now. All right, now we're going to show you how the Winegard Pathway X2 aims itself. When you plug in your 211K, you will see a screen on the right-hand side, and you'll see that screen pop up asking you to set up your mobile antenna. Then you select how many receivers you have hooked up, 1 or 2. And right now, even though you see 2 receivers hooked up, we only have 1 hooked up since there's only 1 TV outside. Here in Connecticut, we're on the Eastern Arc, so we're going to use Eastern Arc 77, 72.7, and 61.5. And then from the states here, we select Connecticut. After we do that, we hit the scan button and let it do its thing. So let's watch this. Watch the dish here. Now it's actually setting the proper elevation for Connecticut right now, and now it's moving the dish until it finds the satellites. And there we go, we found our first satellite. Now it's going to auto-adjust itself to get you the best signal possible for that satellite. And that's what it's doing right now. It's moving very slightly left, right, up, down, and trying to fine-tune in the best signal possible. Once it's satisfied there, it saves that position in its internal memory, and it moves on to the next satellite location. As you see the screen on the right now, it's saying doing test number 2 of 3, because it's looking at a second satellite. And again, fine-tuning itself up, down, left, right on that second satellite. You can see it just slightly moving. All right, it's happy. It's going to store itself there, and it's going to move on to the 3rd satellite. And there it goes. So now we're on 3 of 3, as you see on the screen on the right-hand side. Again, doing this little fine-tuning there, trying to tune in the best possible signal possible. Now when setting up a Pathway X2, remember that you need to have it on a level surface within 3 degrees of level. 3 degrees is the maximum you can be out of whack for levelness, so levelness is very, very important. So just make sure you're level, put the Pathway on top of it, plug in your receiver and the coax, and follow the instructions on the screen. It's very, very simple to set up. And right now we're on number 3 here, and what it's going to do next is it's just going to verify the satellite signal, and that takes a couple minutes. So we'll come back in just a few minutes after it's done doing that. As it's acquiring signal, what it's actually doing in the background is downloading channel maps and listings and things like that. It's not downloading the TV guide as of yet, but it is downloading what channels on what position and then what orbital slot they're coming from, and it's also doing other checking of things. And this takes around 3 minutes. It says about 5 minutes on the screen, but in my test I've shown it happening in about 3 minutes. Then after this, it downloads the program guide, so we'll show you that when it comes up next. Alright, so it's finished downloading all that transponder data and setting itself up. So now what it's doing is downloading the program guide. While it's starting to download the program guide, it can take anywhere up to 5 minutes. Depends where you join the download cycle. So it's moving along pretty quickly right now for us here, which is nice. Let me tell you a little bit about the Pathway X2 portable antenna. It is 16 pounds and it does have a handle on its side. It's easy to carry. It uses no power. Meaning you don't have to hook it up to any external power. The power actually goes through the coax cable, which is hooked to the 211 boxes. You can use any 211, 211K, 211Z, or even a 411 receiver. And let's see, what else can I tell you about the Pathway X2? If you are watching and using two receivers, your receivers will be limited to watching programming which is on the same satellite. And for most people that won't be too bad, because most of the programming they're watching is on the same satellite, especially the HD channels. But with that said, you may want to download a list from dishchannelchart.com, and that's dishchannelchart.com. And at dishchannelchart.com you can see what channels are in what orbital positions, just in case you got a favorite channel you want to watch and your wife wants to watch a different channel on her TV and receiver. If you do not have two receivers, there is a Terminator screwed into the second receiver outlet. So if you're not using a second receiver, just keep that Terminator plugged in there and it will work out great. And as you see, program guide is almost complete downloaded now. A lot less than 5 minutes, which is great. And in just a couple seconds here, we will have live programming appearing on our screen. Also, the Pathway X2 works with high definition and standard definition. And there we go. We have live programming now. Let's see where we are right here. We hit the guide button, and we're actually on VH1. Now I want you to pay attention right here. We're watching VH1 in HD, and that is coming off of the 72 satellite. You see above the description there to the left is a little satellite dish. If you hit the info button twice, and you'll see 72. That's the orbital location it's coming from. So let's get out of here. Let's go to a guide, and let's go to a channel that's not on the same satellite. So we're going to go to VH1 Classic. Pay attention to the dish on the left as we switch. And see, that makes its little adjustments, and boom, we have audio and we have video. Took about, what, 2 seconds, maybe 3. Want to go back? Here we go. Now we're back on VH1. And there we go. So now you got VH1 and that there. Now all your programming is available. Whatever you sign up for is available to you anywhere. So we got everything here. Just going through the list here. One interesting thing about the Pathway X2, and much like the Tailgater, is you can use it on a month-to-month contract, meaning you don't have to sign a long-term contract to use this. You just pay as you use it, month-to-month. With any 211 and 411 receiver, you can sign up month-to-month, just the programming you want, and you can watch your programming anywhere. And that's the Winegard Pathway X2 portable automatic satellite TV antenna from the folks at Winegard. And we want to thank Winegard and the folks from Dish Network for making this first look here at Satellite Guys possible. Thanks for watching.